50% sa needs, 30% sa wants, 20% sa savings. Ito yung typical na budget rule pinopromote ng lahat ng mga budget and finance guru. Pero sapat ba talaga ito para sa isang pamilyang Pilipino? Hi guys, my name is Val. I am a 31-year-old and I am a mom of 2, working full-time, and I do have a little sideline of business. In my channel guys, I share my own financial journey, and I am not a guru, by the way. I'm just simply sharing what is my own personal experience in handling our finance as a family of 4. So for today's video guys, I will be explaining to you the 50-30-20 budget rule. If this is the first time na that you heard about this, or naku-curious kayo kung paano ba talaga ito i-implement or paano nyo ito gagamitin in terms of your own personal finance. And I will also be providing you a breakdown example on how you could do this, and also a common challenges and how to overcome. If you like this content guys, and if you want to know more about the personal finance guys, please go ahead and subscribe and follow for more. So first thing that we will be doing guys is, let me explain to you how are you going to do the 50-30-20 rule. Now if you think that Val, I know already what is it, it's just that I just don't know how to do it. So why don't we just do it together guys? But for those who are beginner on this journey, let me explain. Also, by the end of this video, we will be talking why I'm not doing this, why I did not implement this, why am I sharing this but I am not practicing it. We will be talking more on that. So the 50-30-20% rule. With this guys, the 50% goes to your needs. Now what are the needs, by the way? So those are the 1, rent, utilities, 3, grocery, and 4, transpo. Now the needs actually differ on the type of family or the type of budget rule you have, but this one guys, this is the basic needs for, let's say, solo living, single, husband and wife. So this is only an example of a typical and basic needs. So again, it also differ. Let's say for example, like me, I do have 2 kids, so I will be adding here the needs as the education, because I'm paying tuition fee for the education of my kids. Now let's have, so 30% guys goes to wants. So what are this? These are non-essentials. So non-essentials like 1, eating out, 2, hobbies. Let's say for example, you go on a golf. Ano ba yung mga hobbies ngayon guys? You go in a music lesson, so mga ganon, or painting lesson. So yeah. And then we also have entertainment. So let's say you're gonna go to a concert, you're gonna go to a movie in the cinema. So yun. And then we have the last one, which is very common, online shopping or shopping. So yung mga mahihilig dyan mag-Shopee, mahihilig dyan mag-TikTok shop, Lazada, Timo, Shein, yun yung mga part ng wants guys. Now the last one is the savings and debt repayment. So it speaks to itself. I don't need to explain at this, but yes, savings and debt. Okay, now if you're going to look at the list guys, again it will differ on the list here. If you're someone who is a family, a member of 2, a member of 4, it actually differs. But just to structure this kind of budget rule, I'm just writing it down as the example. Now the next thing we will do is to break it down or give you a breakdown example. So first, I would say based on my needs, let me just grab my budget planner guys. So these are actually my budget expenses. Now I will be basing it here. How am I going to do this? So for my 50% category where it belongs for the needs, I would say I have the grocery, I have the vehicle, I have the vitamins, school tuition, and then transpo. Now, based on that expenses, guys, for the 50% needs, I will be writing down the budget rule. I mean, my budget each category. Yeah, let's do the monthly, guys. So for the grocery, that's gonna be 4,000, and then for the vehicle, that's gonna be 2,000. Vitamins, and then for the education, that is going to be based on this rate, 10,000, and then for the transportation, 2,800, so 5,600. And then also the family allowance. Family allowance is 3,800, so 7,600. So this belongs to my 50% needs. Now next is the 30% wants. The wants here is I wanted to give Momshi 3,000. I think yun lang. I don't have any specific budget for my online shopping. Yeah, the miscellaneous 1,000. And then 20% goes to the savings or debt. So the utang I have here is the cell phone that I'm paying monthly, so that's 3,000 CP. Okay, now if I'm going to total this, let me pause a moment, guys, and before we continue for our video for today, I just wanted to let you know that I'm offering my financial journey template planner for free. So this is going to be a free download for you guys. All you have to do is just click down the link below where you can add your name, your email address, where I can send this over for you. This is totally for free. I'm giving it out for you guys as a thank you for supporting my channel. The budget planner is the same planner that I'm using in all of my videos, guys. So this one is very helpful to use since it's very helpful for me. So again, thank you, and let's dive in back to the video. So now that I have the breakdown sample, guys, my the needs, the wants, and also with the utang and savings, the next thing we are going to do is to show you based on how it should be according to my salary. So for my salary, guys, I will just base on the recent. So I have 19,500, 22,500. I've got 42 for the income. So my income is 42. Now for the 50%, it should be 42 divided by 50, 21%. Then 30% for the ones, it's 12,600. Then 20%, which is 8,400. So this is somehow the structure supposed to be according to the 50-30-20 budget rule. But what am I exactly doing now is that my 50% is 30,200, my 30% is 4,000, and my 20% is 3,000. So I'm not even calculating the savings plan here, guys, because if you go back to my how I budget, guys, the way I do it is that if may extrang padala ang husband ko, that goes directly to our savings, and if I do have like mga bonuses, I do put it up to our savings, and if may extra na mga 2K, 3K yon, nilalagay ko siya sa savings plan, guys. Now, the next thing that we are going to do is that why it does not work for me, guys. Because one, for a background, we are living together with the family of my husband, so our rent is for free. So hindi kami nagbabayad ng rent, and then shared yung food namin dito. Actually, to be honest, yung grocery na budget ko is for me and for the kids only, guys. Yung mga baon nila, yung mga pang breakfast nila, yung ganon. But mga pamalengke, yung mga gulay, since yung mga kasama ko sa bahay are seniors, so they more on investing on the food like veggies. So they do that. Parang nasi-share na rin nila kung ano yung mga pagkain na kinakain nila at yun na din yung kinakain namin, guys. And for the utilities, fixed siya is because yung agreement namin is that I will be giving 2K every month for the shared electricity, because I don't know exactly kung magkano ba talaga yung magiging consume namin based on the appliances, kasi hindi naman talaga amin lahat ito. Ang gamit ko lang dito, guys, is yung mga personal na gamit ko like computer, laptop, yung camera, yung ganito, cellphone, yun lang. Wala kaming mga appliances na binili because nahihiya akong bumili. Nakikishare lang naman kami sa bahay, 'di ba? Pero yung mga appliances nila, free naman kaming gumamit, guys. Hindi naman sila na parang, oh, bawal ka ditong gamitin. Bawal, hindi naman sila ganon. So, I have the freedom to use the appliances. Aside from that is wala din namang space kung bibili ako, so saan ko ilalagay yung mga gamit ko, 'di ba? So might as well to save the space and save some money, I did not buy. So yun yung agreement namin. So I'll just share 2K, but mostly yung utilities namin dito for the electricity, as I check, it's always around 6 to 7. That's with the 3 aircons. Yung isa lang, actually dalawa lang yung everyday na ginagamit inoon sa sala tsaka yung sa kwarto. Hindi din siya 24 hours. And then, ano pa ba? Mayroong ref, may oven, tapos induction yung gamit namin. Hindi kami gumagamit ng gasol dito. Washing machine, dalawang ref by the way. Tapos meron akong printer, computer, which is hindi naman everyday ginagamit. What else? Ano pa ba yung mga ginagamit namin dito? Yeah, CCTV, kasi it's a building complex, guys. And yun yung background why, like the brand, the grocery. But another tip for you, if you're someone na hindi naman talaga nagbabayad ng rental or free yung accommodation ninyo because siguro nakikistay kayo, I strongly suggest allocate a specific budget for the rent. Mali yung ginawa ko dito, guys. Don't follow me because I'm supposed to do that, but plans has changed, so I have to prioritize the education of my kid. So if you're gonna be like you're not paying anything for the rent, I suggest you still put the rent as your budget, and ideally create an amount that you think na how much you really are setting aside for your rent. Then that would serve as your savings plan for the down payment if you're planning to buy a house. Yun. Or just set aside of it for your future house, 'di ba? Ganon. The highlight here why I wasn't able to follow this because I don't have so much wants. Hindi ako high maintenance na babae na every time nag-shopping, nagpupunta sa salon. I do clean my nails, guys, kasi may gamit naman ako kasi medyo mahal na rin magpa-cleaning, like 100 pesos na or 150, 180. So medyo mahal na siya. So kung paa at kamay, 300 plus na yon. So wala akong maintenance na pumupunta ako ng salon. Pag tinatamad lang. But every now and then ako lang yung naglilinis ng kuko ko. I don't go for a facial. I don't go to like para mag-maintenance ng hair ko. Yung skincare ko, guys, hindi din masyadong ganon. Yung skincare ko hindi din masyadong ganon ka high maintenance. I do have a cleanser that serves as my makeup remover. And then I do have the Gory for my cream. And then I have a serum. Yun lang. So, hindi masyadong madaming ginagamit for my skincare. Lotion, guys, hindi din ako masyadong gumagamit ng lotion. Yung high maintenance that I consider is more on the vitamins. So, if I am going to base on the way I budget, this is more on 72%. And this is 10%. This is even 7%. So actually what I did here is 72% goes to my needs, 10% goes to my wants, and 7% goes to my utang, guys. And I think I would just say na 3% goes to the saving. I guess so. Anyways, now, what are the common challenges why this budget rule is not being followed to most of the Filipino, or most likely us, guys? One, the common is it could be the income is really low. So if the income is very low, I would suggest adjust the percentage like what I do here. So I did not follow the 21 for the needs, because as you can see, these are my non-negotiable. These are my needs, guys, and my needs is 30,200. So that's 72% of my income. Though on my wants, being adjusted or na-adjust siya because hindi talaga ako palabili or pala shopping or high maintenance na babae. Wala din akong masyadong utang. So, yun lang. More on the expenses lang talaga ako on the basic needs. Or siguro mga priorities. Yun tawag ko dun. So, if I'm going to follow this rule, guys. So, if I'm going to follow this rule, the 50% and stick to this 50, 30, 20, I would say I should be having an income of 60,000. So you notice, I do have an income goal. Every time nag-start ako dito, guys, ng budgeting, the income goal is 30,000. So if you will be multiplied it by bi-weekly or times 2, so that's gonna be 60,000. So I can follow the rule of 50, 30, 20 because 50% goes to our needs, so which is 30,000. The rest of the 30 and 20 goes to the wants and goes to our savings. So yun. Or if you want, guys, you can also interchange the percentage. You can, if you want to focus on the savings, you go for the 30% savings, 20% for the wants. It actually depends on you guys, but this type of rule is actually just a structure guide for you on how you could do your budgeting. So aside from yun nga, if adjusting the percentage, so consider having a side hustle or additional income, or let's say get a high paying job. So para ma-focus mo or para naman ma-achieve mo yung ganitong budgeting rule, because again, all I have to do so that I can follow this rule is to increase my income into 60,000 para may 50% for the needs, 20%, 30% to blah 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 blah. Ganun. And other common challenges is they have too much utang on their list. So, lagyan na natin na meron akong utang na ganitong pinabayaran, Val. So, how would I do it? Again, adjust your percentage. So, if you wanted to focus on paying much of your or paying off your utang as soon as possible, if you can lessen your wants, you can go to 10% wants, 50% for the needs, and then 40% for the utang. Para, let's say for example, itong income ko 42. I'll say 40% on that is 16,800. So for the 16,800, if may binabayaran ako na like 3,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 na utang, let me focus on increasing the budget of my monthly utang payment na 16,800. Would it be achievable? Kasi I can naman di ba? I can naman. And the good thing about that is, babayaran ko ng pangmadalian yung mga utang, di ba? So, yun. Increase the percentage lang, guys, if you need to. Don't focus on like 50, 30, 20. Focus on your own numbers. But, again, this is your structure guide. So, that's it, everyone. So, again, this is how we are going to do your 50, 30, 20 budget rule. So for a recap, I have explained the 50-30-20 rule, guys, on how you're going to do it. I provided a breakdown example with my own numbers, and also we have tackled the common challenges and how to overcome them. So thank you so much. So I hope na nagustuhan niyo ito, and I do hope that this is informative for you guys. And if you do, please go ahead, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and if you're still at the end of this budget video, please comment nyo naman dyan na budget rule. Yes, so I would know sino yung mga nanonood up until the end of this video, no? So then if you have any family or friends that you think that they need this kind of content or video, please share them para naman mag-grow yung community natin, because the more that you like the video, you subscribe, and you share, the more that YouTube will also push to the right audience like you, and I can grow my community, and the goal is to have us be more on financially free, or be more on responsible with our own personal finance. So yan, nakita nyo yung sulat dito, guys. I'm actually writing down a different kind of content, so that's my thumbnail idea. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, guys.